Hi there, Denny here from Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm here in the Echo Lake area. It's dinner time and it's time for a return to 50's Primetime Cafe. Listen, it's been a few years since I've been at the cafe. It is a family favorite, so much so that we all still laugh and joke about times that we have had in the restaurant. It's one of those restaurants here at Walt Disney World that has this mystique to it. It's just very unique and very much loved by guests. So I hope to be able to answer the question as to whether or not it should still be on your must-do list while you're here at Walt Disney World. We all know those restaurants that really top that list, or that, you know, maybe inhabit coveted positions on that list. Let's see if 50's Primetime is still up to the task. I'm going to take you with me for the experience.
Hey, Brian, two. Yes, ma'am.
All right, have you been with us before?
Yes, a long time.
My name is Madeline. I'll be seating you today. Your restrooms are going to be right down that first blue hallway on the left, not that second though. That's my mom's kitchen.
Okay.
Exit out with your dad's out, and your kids are going to follow me this way. All right, that's my cousin Dan. It's going to be taking care of you today.
So my hubby and I are here at our table at the 50's Primetime Cafe. I look like I'm sitting in my grandmother's living room in Jacksonville, Florida. This is very akin to what her living room. She had tchotchke shelves. God love her. Love those tchotchke shelves. We are making good decisions. We've decided we're starting off our meal with a milkshake, as one does at the 50's Primetime Cafe. We are having the PB&J milkshake. The PB&J milkshake is made with creamy peanut butter, vanilla ice cream, milk, and strawberry jelly, and it is $9. All of their milkshakes, the vanilla, the chocolate, the strawberry, and the PB&J are all $9. And just a heads up that they do not make their malts any longer. So it's a shake or no shake. We chose shake. So here we go. You get 2 spoons, 2 straws, unless you're all on your own. In fact, that might be. No, my hubby might be upset about that. Let's try it. That is so good. I need another sip. That is so delicious. Listen, I've made this at home before. Incredibly easy and incredibly good. And that's a great weekend snack / drink / dessert if you want one, to just channel a little bit of Walt Disney World magic. That's easy, perfect. Listen, it's more peanut butter forward than jelly. I don't denote a ton of jelly going on in this one. Even though it's peanut butter forward more than jelly, we're still gonna enjoy every single slurp.
Chores are very simple. Set the table. Get some napkins and some silverware, okay? Anything extra, any trash, put on the edge of the table. I'll take care of it. We're going to keep the table nice and clean for dinner, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now the rules. No elbows on the table. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sit up straight. No fighting, biting, whining, or crying.
Yes, sir.
All right? You can fight with me, just don't fight with each other.
Fair enough.
And you can bite the food, but don't bite people. That's kind of weird. All right? And this is family time, so unless we're looking at dessert or making memories, put away the walkie-talkies, okay?
Fair enough.
Will do.
You can talk to each other if you don't want to. That's fine. Watch TV. All right?
Absolutely.
Deal? All right,
Deal.
set the table. I'll be back.
Thank you, Dan. We're still slurping our way through our PB&J milkshake, but the fried herb and garlic cheese appetizer has landed on the table, and we need to partake. It comes with red grapes, raspberry sauce, and apples. It also comes with a crostini on top, so that's intriguing. That's not listed on the menu, so I'm excited about that. $10 for this appetizer, and it comes warm. This is like a Boursin cheese, and I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna take some of this apple and get at it. Oh my goodness, it's creamy. Okay, I'm taking a fork to it. That's all there is to it. All right, so you see the creamy exterior has some of the raspberry sauce, creamy interior, toasty exterior. If you've had Borson cheese, the garlic and herb cheese, you know that stuff is good. There's just no two ways around it. It is very garlic forward. If garlic is not your thing, maybe think about that. It's really nice. It's coated in breadcrumbs. It's fried until golden. The garlic. Yum. Love it. See you when it's entree time. So I asked Cousin Dan, since I don't eat meatloaf, could I have something else? He said absolutely, they could do an extra portion of either the pot roast or the fried chicken. And so that's what I got. For $28, I got the sampler platter of Mom's favorites, which includes fried chicken, pot roast, normally meatloaf, but I got extra pot roast because if you don't know, I love pot roast. So I'm getting that pot roast and all the fixins. So we've got green beans, we've got mashed potatoes, gravy, and you've got pearl onions going on, a few little carrots in the pot roast, and I am going to dig in. Another true confession that I've made recently is that I do not like bone-in meat. But for this purpose, I will have the bone-in chicken. Here we go. This is Aunt Liz's golden fried chicken. This is one of those things that you just hear about that people love so much. So here we go. I'll go into more detail outside because I want to enjoy this meal, you know. I've got food I get to eat with my hubby. But the golden fried chicken is good. It's skin on, which for me, I love chicken skin. I just do. There's the chicken itself. It's moist. It's really nice. It's not a huge piece of chicken. But for me, I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining. All right, I'm going to take a fork to the pot roast, which they say is fork tender. I can confirm. It is absolutely fork tender. And I love that I've gotten like an extra portion of it. I'm going to get this. Here we go. Yeah, that pot roast is good. Rich, flavorful, moist. Again, I'm so sorry, but it's moist. So good. Fork tender for the most part. And I like the portion size. I feel like I've gotten a lot of it. I'm going to enjoy that. We've got some mashed potatoes. Let's have a dollop of those. Some of the red skin potato skin in the potatoes. I like that. And that's a nice al dente green bean. In fact, it's a little bit more on the done side than the al dente side, which I'm not mad about. I need to try my husband's pot pie. My husband got Grandpa Jean's pot pie, which has a traditional flaky crust and all the goodness that you are used to in a pot pie. It has corn, carrots, peas, potatoes, chicken, and this is the bite he has prepared for me. He's lovingly piled it up with everything. Here we go. Again, this is comfort food. That's what we have here at 50's Prime Time. It is all the comfort food that you know and that you love. Big chunks of chicken in that pot pie. Just a heads up, if you are funny about chicken, the pot pie now features dark meat rather than white meat chicken. So make a note of that if that is really important to you. It's $24. Yeah, it's delicious. We'll talk more outside. Actually, we gotta have dessert, and then we'll talk more. Friend's dessert has landed on the table, and it's a glorious thing. When we asked Cousin Dan what he would most recommend in the dessert department, he immediately suggested this lovely thing. And so we have made the good decision. I hope it's a good decision. I feel confident in it after laying eyes on it to go with his suggestion. It is the dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake for $8. And that's the only description we have of it is it's dad's favorite and it's chocolate peanut butter layered. This is it. Holy cucamonga. All right. Get a bite, a little bit of whipped cream. Cheers. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is really good. I don't know if you can see them or not. The layers of ganache going on in this thing. Insanely good. Rich, delicious. So it's a triple layer cake. And the icing used in the middle is just a rich, thick ganache, creamy and good. It's drizzled with chocolate sauce. Dollop the whipped cream. They can make it a la mode if you want that. It's delicious. I'm going to eat some cake. We'll review outside. See you then, friends. Let's settle in for just a few minutes and talk about the meal that was just had in 50's Primetime Cafe. I started out today wondering, is this something that should still be on your must-do list for your Walt Disney World vacation? You know, your time here in Hollywood Studios is so precious. You've got a day, maybe two in Hollywood Studios on your vacation. Like, should you put 50's Primetime in the midst of that time? Is it worth it? We'll answer that at the end, but I gotta let you know that this meal was a really good one. It had been years since I'd been here, and the last experience I had here was not fabulous, but in part because of the choices I made. They had a vegetarian lasagna on the menu back in the day, and please don't ask me. I'm not vegetarian. I'm not sure exactly why I landed on the vegetarian lasagna, but nonetheless, I did. And it was a meal I was paying for. Like, I'm not sure why, but I wanted to try it. It was kind of advised that maybe it wasn't the best, and darned if that wasn't correct advice. It was not the best. That menu item is no longer on the menu, which is a good thing all the way around. Everything I ate tonight was so good. Let's start with the PB&J milkshake. Listen, whether you have it for dessert or you have it, before anything food-wise lands on the table, it does not even matter. That milkshake is so good. It is so easy to make at home, friends. I cannot even tell you how easy it is to make. If you have a blender, ice cream, peanut butter, jelly, and some milk, you're good. You have a milkshake. You just don't know it yet. So, but there is something about getting it in the mixer, the blender cup. Just a great way to start out that meal. It was $9. It was worth it. My hubby and I shared it, and I enjoyed it. Creamy, rich. Again, not very jelly centric at all. It was more the taste of vanilla and peanut butter. As long as you're okay with those two, and it's not very jelly forward, you'll be fine. If you would like something that features more jelly, make it at home and put in as much jelly as you want to. Go to town with that jelly. Second thing to land on the table was that fried cheese dish. It's Boursin cheese. It is breaded. It is fried golden brown, and there is nothing wrong with it at all. It's garlic and herb cheese. It's not anything over the top inventive, but it is fun. It came with a little bunch of grapes, with some Granny Smith apple, with that crostini on top, and some raspberry sauce. And the raspberry sauce wasn't as pucker inducing as it could be. It was just really nice. It lent a nice fruity note to the whole thing. It paired well with the cheese. Fruit and cheese. There's nothing wrong with fruit and cheese. and throw a little bread in there. It's great. That was $10. If there was something that I was going to skip during the meal, it would probably be that. That is not an essential. Was it fun? Yes. I love cheese. And anything kitschy, 50s, fun, I want to try that too. So I'm not mad that I had it. I'm just saying, if you're looking at the meal and going, okay, what gives here? What can I skip? It could be that for sure. Again, I got for my entree the sampler platter of Mom's favorites. Now, again, it's supposed to come with that meatloaf, which I'm sure is meatloaf. I'm sure it's great. But now that I've confessed that I don't actually enjoy meatloaf, every single time you see me trying meatloaf in a video, please, give me a little like virtual gold star sticker or something. Because it's not my favorite, but I'm having it anyhow. We did ask if there was a way to be able to switch out the meatloaf for something else. Bless my hubby's heart, he was the one who led the charge on asking that. And Cousin Dan was absolutely fine with that. No problem. He's heard this before, I'm sure. So the portion, the sampler platter portion of their fried chicken, their golden fried chicken, is small. So be warned there. It's a smaller size. I'm sure the pot roast typically would be as well. I asked for that extra portion, so I got a ton of pot roast, and I had pot roast until I could have pot roast no more tonight. It was great. But that chicken, golden, if you enjoy fried chicken, little skin on that chicken, you will be happy. Just tasted just lovely, a lovely, rich flavor to it. It was chicken skin from back in the, when I was a kid and we could eat such things. That's what it tasted like. It was really good. The pot roast, they describe it as being fork tender. It was there. It needed a little prompting in particular spots, but really not much of one. And the flavor was delicious. It was pot roast like you want pot roast to taste like on a cooler night. It is that rich, hearty feeling and flavor. Delicious. Mashed potatoes were nice. They were mashed potatoes with a little bit of red skin in them. So that was nice. The gravy was good. And those green beans were green beans. I ate them. Cousin Dan encouraged me to eat my green beans if I wanted dessert. And y'all know I wanted dessert. So I ate the green beans. I did not, there were maybe 3 left on the plate. I think I did pretty well. Thank you very much. My husband got Grandpa Jeans. Grandpa Jeans? Was Grandpa's son? I think it was Grandpa Jeans. He got the pot pie. So good. It doesn't come in pot pie format like you would think, like a Swanson's pot pie. But it comes with the pastry on top, the traditional flaky pastry. I have no notes for that pot pie. It was delicious. All of the pot pie fixings, everything, the onions, the corn, the peas, the carrots, big chunks of chicken, the flavorful sauce, just everything so creamy and so good. $24 on that, and filling as well. I think my hubby is quite fine, although he did help me on the cake just a little bit. It's a good thing. I needed some help. The dessert, when we asked Cousin Dan exactly what he would recommend for dessert, immediately he said it was the Dad's chocolate peanut butter layered cake. And my goodness, if it wasn't amazing. So, those Entenmann's, clearly I'm not the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one who knows what an Entenmann's chocolate cake is. Listen, I am happy if I've got an Entenmann's chocolate cake. I've had several. I ate them in years past more frequently than I do right now, but sometimes there's nothing better than an Entenmann's chocolate cake. That chocolate ganache that they'll put on top. Friends, the Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake is like they were channeling that, but then bumped it up a notch. On top of this rich chocolate cake, gorgeous, moist, rich chocolate cake was a thick layer of chocolate ganache, straight up chocolate ganache. It was wonderful. 2 layers below that top layer of chocolate ganache, you've got a chocolate peanut butter icing, thick, cocoa-y, so good. If you like chocolate, please get this cake when you go. It is $9 well spent for your dessert. It is completely shareable. It comes with a dollop of whipped cream. If you want it a la mode, they can do that as well. Please feel free. Highly, highly recommend. Listen, the big thing about 50's Primetime Cafe, kind of one of the differentiators of 50's Primetime Cafe, are their cast members. The cast member, as soon as you walk into the dining location, you are treated as family. Mom is in the kitchen. Don't get dad mad. Don't put your elbows on the table. Clean your plate. Eat your green beans. Wash your hands with soap when you're in the bathroom. Like, these are all things that the cousins, the servers, tell you as a guest. Now, they'll play off of you. How much you're willing to play, they'll play in return. If you've got kids, it's magic, because if your kids are open to being played with, then, you know, you joked around with, they'll jump in and joke as well. I was in the middle of my meatloaf true confession earlier, and this dear cousin, Marianne, came in and got in the shot and talked a little bit. Just playful, fun, dear. Cousin Dan was a delight, just a delight. Gave us his recommendations, was so fantastic. Reminded us when we needed to keep our elbows off the table, and we tried our very best. Also, if you love a good lounge, the Tune-In Lounge here over my shoulder is available to you. It is the lounge that's attached to 50's Primetime Cafe. The door is open during hours. You can come on in. You don't need a reservation. If you're just looking for one of their specialty cocktails, you can absolutely pop into Tune-In Lounge. They encourage you to stand at the bar, to sit in the lounge area. There's a gorgeous living room area. Just think all things 50s. It's there, from the encyclopedias on the shelf to the black and white TVs, just tucked into little nooks and crannies, to the kidney-shaped tables, right down to the kitschy lamps and the little Mickey heads on the side tables. Like, it's all so perfect, just aesthetically perfect. So you can carry snacks into Tune-In Lounge. Like, if you've got a Mickey pretzel and you want to bring it in while you're having a drink, feel free. They do not serve any food in Tune-In Lounge. So if you're looking for something that would be on the menu in 50's Primetime, you've got to actually get a reservation for 50's Primetime and eat there. But they're you know, they're open for you, and they'd love for you to come on in and sit down for a little bit. So the question comes to you and I now. Should 50's Primetime Cafe still be on your must-do Walt Disney World list? Like, should it be one of those table service restaurant reservations that you try to get? In my mind, absolutely. You're not going to have an experience like it here on Walt Disney World property. It is so much fun, from the TVs playing clips of 50s sitcoms to the shelf that looked like my grandmother's house. Like, it's all there. It's all super nostalgic and comfort food, like you want it to be. So, questions to you. Let me know down in the comments. Is 50's Primetime Cafe on your must-do Walt Disney World list? Is this a place that you have enjoyed in years past, or is it a place that you need to add to your list for future visits? Let me know down in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, consider liking this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get the heads up whenever I post a new video. And also, consider sharing it with a friend. I would really appreciate that. Follow me on Instagram at Denny_Sunderly, DENI_SUNDERLY. I do lots of fun things in between all of the eating in the Disney parks. Take good care again, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.